Cowabunga Corner. In this episode, I am talking about some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle episodes. We are going to be doing the unboxing, the displaying, and the afterthoughts of the Mousers and Spider Bytes. Both of these characters made appearances in Season 1 of Nickelodeon's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Mousers, created by Baxter Stockman, and Spider Bytes, created by himself, of being a complete moron with a certain video that he caught of the turtles fighting the Krang. It's his own fault. He has nobody to blame for his freakish ways but himself. So I'm going to start off with the Mousers. Mousers are very classic. They've been with us since issue 2 of Mirage. One of the earliest villains to ever be in the Ninja Turtle media, which has made their way through almost every incarnation of Turtles that they possibly can, but the movies. We have seen them in, well, the Mirage comics. We have had toys of them from Playmates before. We have seen them in the RPG books by Palladium, the original cartoon series, the Archie comics, the 4-Kid series, the video games. How many times have you been sitting there fighting Baxter as he threw Mousers at you? You know what happens. So, taking everything apart on here, as I normally would, and M-O-U-S-E-R, Scrappy plus Fierce Robotic Army. 7 bonus pack. Now, on the back of here, Baxter Stockman is the creator of the Mobile Offensive Underground Search, Activation, and Retrieval Sense Trees, called Mousers. These highly intelligent robots are programmed by Stockman to search for items around the city and steal what is valuable. They are trained to defend themselves by using their strong jaws to chew through anything that comes their way. The Turtles have their hands full with these little fiends roaming the city. Weapons: razor-sharp jaws. Team: Baxter Stockman. Glad to see Baxter has his own team, even though he has a foot symbol next to it, which is kind of funny because Baxter's only with the foot when he's being forced, which is going on right now inside the cartoon series. He has that thing around his neck. And there's 7 of them. At this time, they are showing Snakeweed, Rat King, Krang, and Cockroach Terminator as on the Krang team, and Shredder, the Mousers, Foot Soldiers, Dog Pound and Fishface, and Baxter on the Foot team. Makes sense with what sides they work on. And of course, Team Turtle is just Team Turtles all the way across the board. But this is the back. And now for the toys. We have 7 little Mousers. Their legs and mouths all work. Their heads have a good range of rotation. You can put them in different poses, like looking up at you, going, ah, snappy, snappy, snappy. And with 7 of these things, you got what you can use as an army to show attacking one turtle. You buy a few packs of these, and you will have a huge Mouser army working for Baxter Stockman. I like that you can get different colors, but I just got a defective Mouser inside the set. If you look at his mouth, it's completely warped in. This is a battle-damaged Mouser. He has had a run-in with the butt end of Raphael's thigh, and his mouth is showing damage, and Baxter's way of telling him he was in the wrong is by not repairing him. Poor guy. Well, here is a perfectly operational Mouser with a working mouth and everything. So now I have my 6 OK Mousers and 1 battle-damaged Mouser. Now I like that in the packaging, they actually have one with its mouth shut, so people can see that the mouths do close, and the rest are all kind of mouth open. This way everyone can see everything about them. I'm bringing the full army out before I get into Spider Bite. Mousers are a very simple design. It's not like they had to do much to make a good Mouser toy. What is nice about it is they do have the red light on the top of each of them. They got the posing to where you can tilt the head and give it a little bit of a personality, like it's going to follow its little master around like a pet. Yeah. I do like Mousers. I think that they could have somewhat of a personality if we saw more of Baxter with them. Baxter takes care of his little Mousers because they do exactly what he wants them to. But I still have to say, worst turtle toy to date still goes to Baxter Stockman. Give us a human. Please, Playmates, Nickelodeon, give us a human action figure of Baxter Stockman. I will drop down on my knees and beg you guys, please, a normal Baxter Stockman to where we're not holding on to this and saying, yes, this is Baxter and his Mousers. Because that is not the image we see of Baxter and his Mousers. We normally see him as a human with them. And yeah, he puts on the suit every now and then, but the suit is like this big, and an action figure could ride inside the suit. It should be a vehicle. Yeah, a Baxter Stockman pod vehicle with a human action figure that goes inside. Yeah? Yeah? Even Lego gave us a human Baxter. Please. I'm not going to let up on this one. Now, we got Baxter and his Mousers as the first set here. And now we're going to look at Spider Bytes. Spider Bytes came into the show with the voice of Louis Black, who's a comedian. I happened to get this Spider Bite in particular from my sister Mickey for Christmas. So I'm excited going, yay! I like opening Christmas toys. And it's March. Don't mean to be opening them this late. But I wait till I have a chance to actually film before I open any of my toys these days, and that shows through with how long it takes sometimes. I am taking him out of here. I have not had the chance to meet Louis Black yet. I would like to go to one of his performances live and get to talk to him, maybe try to interview him for Cowabunga Corner. I like that his little spider head arm thingies all come separate so that they can be attached, and they didn't try to make them too small. But Spider Bite is smaller than he should be. He's huge in the show. He kind of towers over the turtles looking down at them. And he spits this wad of acid stuff. Okay. I never heard it snap. See, that one actually snapped in. The others haven't. Okay, the last two made that nice snapping noise, but they're all in there good and tight. His arms, thankfully, reach out to make him look more towering, big, and scary. His little arms have motion to spin back and forth on both sides, but we don't have joints for his legs. His legs are stiff, like one of those small little not moving toys. It could go with something like our Leatherhead here from the old hockey table, where it's not as much action. You don't pose his legs. He's an action figure. Why is there no joints here? So he's got joints there. He's got joints in his awesome arm parts, so at least that's actionable. And this means he will always stand for you. Now, inside the show, Spider Bite's arch nemesis is Raph. Raph has to learn to control his temper in this episode where he fights Spider Bite. In fact, the episode is called Turtle Temper. And Raph is way too tall to Spider Bite. Way, way too small. This is... I'm sorry, Playmates, but I do have toys that can work with this. I have toys. I have these little toys from a reading book And if you use them just right, place them around Spider Bite, you have the turtles facing off against Spider Bite at the right size. There we go. Now he can yell at the frogs and be all mean to them and threaten them and actually be a fierce enemy, because the turtles are little and he is big and he is angry, and he says this will be not the last time they hear from him. Wah ha 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 ha. So there's Spider Bite. Spider Bite recently appeared in Season 2 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where the turtles find out what the Krang are up to with their portals and having a bunch of mutants caught. So that's a fun, interesting episode. It's called Metalhead Rewired. It is a big-time Metalhead episode that I loved how they handled. It was fantastic how they handled that episode. With so many amazing characters, definitely different growths. I think that Playmates and Nickelodeon should try to get together on the size level of these characters, because we got to use these tiny little minis to make them fit to the villains, since the villains are all like super huge. All of them. Snakeweed, Leatherhead, who's not a villain. We have all these characters that are like large to the turtles, but the toy-wise, they're not sizing up. But they're still an awesome design. If you're not posing them with the turtles, or if you're posing them with the smaller turtles, this is a great Spider Bite for display purposes for collectors. And I'm sure kids can definitely use their imagination to pretend that Spider Bite is looming over the turtles as he's calling them frogs. Fun, imaginative. It's definitely got the extra joints that we need on him besides for the legs. I give him 2 thumbs up. Size is the only problem, and it's been discussed before. Loving what Playmates is doing. Loving the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toy lines. Can't wait to see more. We have a lot more to review, as they have kept releasing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys for us to buy and go, oohs and ahs. We got things from Z-Lines to other villains, and even some good guys. We will share those coming soon on cowabungacorner.com. Catch you next time.